Right. So, if you have seen Chelsea versus Tottenham game, you got to understand that Chelsea were robbed. I don't know why Anthony Taylor hates Chelsea so much that he would rather favor Tottenham instead of giving Chelsea those 3 points or probably something. But this game had to be a draw, for us to do something. But yes, I don't give a damn until unless I see Arsenal facing either of the teams. Chelsea had it, man. Chelsea had it. They bottled it. They really kept Tottenham at bay for so many things and for so many times in the game. But yes, yep, Chelsea deserve to win, but who cares? Who gives a damn? So what do we have in this episode? Yes, concrete news regarding Youri Tielemans from Fabrizio Romano, from two more sources as well that suggest that when will Arsenal make a move for Youri Tielemans? We have an update for you guys, so stay tuned for that. And of course, if you seek daily Arsenal content, the best place to be, consider subscribing. What are you waiting for, bro? So the first news is, of course, Mikel Arteta says, I think the crowd was special. No, I think I said this, so I may not repeat that. So, Gabriel Jesus to ESPN Brazil after yesterday's game has actually dissected why his game has changed since joining Arsenal from Manchester City. He says, now I have a different mind. I believe in myself a lot more. I'm back to smiling, to having confidence playing, and that's why things are working out. For a long time, I thought like that, but I've returned the usual Gabriel. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, this guy was lost in Manchester City's 11, or probably the squad. I'm not blaming Manchester City for that, because for a club like Manchester City to play the type of football that they play, there are certain players that miss out. Him, Sterling, there's so many players that miss out on showcasing their talent. They're getting this platform, man, and clubs like Arsenal are blessed to have players like Gabriel Jesus. It is so it's fantastic. I love him. I really do, to be fair. Moving on, so Matteo Moretto has confirmed that Salernitana were very close to signing Bull Idea. The player has said yes. Now the Italian club is working on the fringes with Villarreal to find the formula and the correct figure. This is coming in from Relevo, who have actually, spoken about that. So we are also going to talk about Matteo Moretto talking about Hector Bellerin. So, yes, Matteo Moretto opened up about Hector Bellerin as well. He says that... right. So he says that as was anticipated by Ferran Martinez, Bellerin has been offered to Barcelona, contacts with Atletico as well, but the player's absolute priority is Betis. It does not depend on the player, more on the clubs and their salary limit. He would arrive free and his salary would be lowered. Yes. So Hector Bellerin might or might not end up at Betis. Things are really going, very tight. But talking about tight things, Gianluca Di Marzio has said that Hossein Aouar, you remember Hossein Aouar? Well, yes, we spoke about him exclusive when we were talking about Thomas Partey coming to Arsenal. He was the player Arsenal were trying to get. So it looks like he's about to join Nottingham Forest FC. Yes, look at where the world has gone to. Now, Nottingham Forest Football Club from Olympique Lyon. I'm not saying that Nottingham Forest is a bad club, but there was a time when we were about to pay him a decent chunk of money, and Olympique Lyon said, you know what, you're underpaying us, and now they're losing him on a much less amount. So, whose loss is it? I'm not even undermining Nottingham Forest. I might feel that Nottingham Forest is a better team for Hossein Aouar rather than sticking at Olympique Lyon, man. I believe that. I really do. It's crazy. But with Bull Idea leaving, Yeremy Pino is the player to look out for. We're going to talk about him in a short while. Matteo Moretto also says that Bellerin's agent still speaking to Arsenal club and player would like to move on this season itself. So, before getting into any of the things, let's talk about Micah Richards talking about Gabriel Jesus. Yes, he was happy with Gabriel Jesus. He says that he was sensational. Everything he did was brilliant. I watched him at Manchester City, but at Arsenal he seems a different player. I'm just happy for him because at Manchester City he gives so much in terms of work rate, but now it feels he's the main man. A great day for him, it really was. So yes, interesting that Micah Richards is really happy with Gabriel Jesus' performance. We all are. We're proud of him. We really are. It's fantastic to see him do what he's doing. But let's talk about it. Premier League Transfer Center Premier League Transfer Center Twitter account has tweeted out that Arsenal ready to make move for Youri Tielemans, couple more outgoings to sort out, which is Bahrain and Runarsson. Then Arsenal will make their first official proposal to Leicester City. Meetings took place to gauge the fee Leicester want. Tielemans has agreed terms. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, Youri Tielemans is really the next thing that Arsenal wants is sorting out Bahrain and Renarsson's future. It's in the final stages, as I already reported it, that it is in the final stages of getting completed. So yes, wait for it. Leicester City are now reportedly warming to the idea of letting Youri Tielemans leave the club for free next year, despite interest from Arsenal. Now, this is a report from Times that Foxes are prepared to lose him on a free transfer rather than losing him on a low fee. This report makes zero sense, because why would a club whose incomings are dependent on outgoings, especially Youri Tielemans, well, they're yet to sign more players, Leicester City. If they go on with what they have, wow, I don't even want to contemplate where they would end up this season. Yep, it's not that good of a defense for Leicester City anyways. Moving on, well, exclusive Fabrizio Romano column in Caught Offside has developments regarding Youri Tielemans. He says that as for Tielemans and how this all affecting him, my understanding is that he's a great guy, an excellent professional, and someone who's only focused on the present. Of course, he would like a top club. Arsenal have been in contact with his agents for months, but have never submitted an official proposal yet. Tielemans remains a name on the Gunners list, but surprises cannot be ruled out. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, Youri Tielemans is on the list of Arsenal, and he's just recycling it now at this moment. At this moment in time, he's recycling it. So yes, yep. If you heard a voice coming in, yeah, that was my mum. I told her to stay mum, and she spoke, apparently. Damn it. Anyways, so Foreign Balogun scores in his consecutive game for Saturday Reims. Yes, 2 games, 2 goals for Foreign Balogun to make it 2-0. And that is so cool. He's on fire. To be real, he is on fire. Do you remember this guy? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, here's an update about him, and it looks like Juventus would want to discard him as soon as possible. Yes, Arthur is not even included in their squad. Well, Allegri says we're not including Arthur Melo in the squad as there are transfer rumors about his future. He also is not 100% fit. Juventus want to sell both Rabiot and Arthur. No agreement with Valencia as of now. Next target, Leandro Paredes. I don't know if that will happen or not, but okay. So here we go. From Ryanair, this image was circulated in social media that Edu Gaspar is traveling to Valencia. Yes, he's going to Valencia, and there's only one way for him to go to Spain, is to get this boy, Yeremy Pino. Well, yes, Yeremy Pino has, Haridev AFC says that he knows something about Yeremy Pino. So first of all, let's talk about Yeremy Pino versus Valladolid. His performance, 63 minutes played, 17 out of 25 passes completed, 1 assist, 8 out of 9 dribbles completed, 3 ball recoveries made, 12 out of 21 duels won. He actually, very interesting player. But here's what Hari Dev has to say. He says that here's what I know. Arsenal are happy to pay £35 million plus for the winger. Edu has already met the player once. Talks have been good, except on the player side, who's said to be reluctant for now. Flattered but the player thinks World Cup. He needs to stamp his position. Not sure he'll get that at Arsenal. He's not the only winger on the agenda. We've been window shopping on the wingers. Club likes his profile. So yes, interesting to see. That Yeremy Pino is actually could be Arsenal bound. Not 100% still. Lucas Torreira did not have a very good start for his post-Arsenal life at Galatasaray. They lost the game, a home defeat of 1-0 to Giresunspor. Yes, but he had a message for all the Galatasaray fans. He says, night of mixed feelings, happy to debut with Galatasaray, but not happy about the result. Now we must focus on working with a positive mind to achieve good results. Let's go, Gala. You know why I reported about him? There's no point of me to do that, but I did because I still wanted to keep tabs as to This guy was really having trouble moving to a different bloody country and could not, was shattered after losing his mum. I feel bad about that, but bro, you gotta be respectful, man. You gotta be respectful, have some self-respect um, for you. But yes, I just wanted to, see where my man is, at least for a game or so. His career is, which track it is on. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you seek daily Arsenal content, the best place to be, consider subscribing. I will see you in the next one. Until then, cheers, and let me know what you guys are up to for the next Premier League game of Arsenal. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.